Memento mori. Remember that you will die, not to frighten you, but to free you. Because there is something strangely peaceful about acknowledging the one thing you can't outrun. It removes the noise, the ego, the illusions of forever. It softens the grip you keep on things that don't matter, and suddenly your life feels clearer, simpler, more real. We spend so much of our lives pretending we have endless time. We postpone our healing. We delay the conversation. We save our honesty for later, as if later is guaranteed. But when you sit with the truth of your mortality, you stop living as if you start living as if you're already on stage. Because you are. You always were. Memento mori is not a dark thought. It is a disciplined awakening. A tender reminder. A quiet hand on your shoulder whispering, "Look, you're here. Don't sleepwalk through this." It is the Stoic way of pulling you back to the present moment, not with urgency, but with clarity. It teaches you to see life the way the nighttime sky makes you see the stars, suddenly aware of how fragile everything is, and how sacred. When you remember that life ends, priorities reorder themselves without effort. You stop chasing validation. You stop fighting for pointless victories. You stop trying to win arguments that don't change anything. And you begin to crave things that nourish you. Real connection, unshakable peace, honest work, the feeling of a quiet morning. Death becomes the lens through which life becomes visible. You realize how silly it is to wait for permission to change. How foolish it is to give your days away to resentment. How tragic it is to spend your limited time living someone else's script. Memento mori doesn't make you sad. It makes you intentional. It makes you humble. It makes you brave. Because when you remember that time is short, you finally stop avoiding yourself. You stop numbing the emotions you need to feel. You stop clinging to relationships that drain your spirit. You stop giving your energy to people who don't cherish it. And you start treating your life as something worthy of care. You begin to live gently, but deliberately. Memento mori makes you grateful not for the extraordinary moments, but for the ordinary ones. The warmth of tea, the softness of morning light, the quiet company of someone who understands you, the way laughter feels after a difficult week. Suddenly nothing is small anymore. Because you finally understand that nothing is guaranteed. Remembering death doesn't make you dark. It makes you honest. It brings a quality of sincerity into your days, a sincerity that most people never touch. You begin to speak more truthfully. You love more vulnerably. You forgive more easily, not because others always deserve it, but because peace becomes more valuable than pride. When you know your time is finite, you stop wasting it on battles that shrink your soul. Life becomes richer when you remember its limits. Your decisions become cleaner. Your boundaries become firmer. Your gratitude becomes deeper. You stop rushing. You stop forcing. You stop living in the future. And you start recognizing that every moment is already slipping through your fingers, whether you notice it or not. So you learn to hold things lightly and cherish them fully. Memento mori isn't about dying. It's about finally living. It's about sharpening your awareness until even the simplest breath feels like a gift. It's about realizing that nothing belongs to you, not your possessions, not your relationships, not even your body. Everything is borrowed. Everything is temporary. And for the first time, that truth doesn't scare you. It grounds you. When you carry the awareness of your own mortality with gentleness, not fear, you become strangely powerful. Your mind quiets. Your heart steadies. Your anxiety loosens its grip. Because most of what you worry about loses its significance when viewed from the edge of existence. And what remains the small circle of things that truly matter finally gets the attention it deserves. Remembering death is the fastest way to return to life, to return to presence, to return to gratitude, to return to yourself. And maybe that is the hidden wisdom the Stoics wanted us to feel. Not that death is inevitable, everyone knows that, but that the awareness of it can open your eyes in a way nothing else can. So carry the reminder softly. Memento mori. Not to rush you, not to scare you, but to wake you, because you are here, right now, alive. And this moment will never come again.